what's up, Vizo? We're here at PAX 2013, and I'm here with Krista from Nintendo. And I just finished playing Zelda: Link Between Worlds, and I gotta say, it is a title that if you don't own a 3DS right now, you're probably gonna want to pick it up, especially if you're a fan of the original Zelda titles. So I just finished playing A Link Between Two Worlds, and it has a really nice retro feel where it brings a lot of the old school Zelda with a lot of the new traditional things like the touch screen. You got a bow and arrow and a sledgehammer, and I was wondering what made you guys change it up a little bit more, and what was the kind of innovations behind that?
Yeah, so this title is really great because it, like you said, it has some of the classic Zelda feel with the traditional top-down view, similar to A Link to the Past, but it also brings in a lot of the great functionality of the Nintendo 3DS, including 3D graphics, the touchscreen functionality on the bottom screen so that you can easily manage your inventory. The graphics look really, really good. They look awesome, and they look updated for 2013. This is a brand new title as well, so not to be confused with, you know, a port or anything like that. This is a brand new Zelda title from our amazing developers in Japan, Mr. Aonuma, who's just really inspired by sort of the great work that he does, and it's going to be really fun to see sort of this traditional, almost like you said, almost retro feeling Zelda game come to 2013.
And it's really good on screen. When you're actually watching it, it feels like it's a console type game. The graphics are really, really good, and the controls really handle very, very well. One thing I wanted to ask is, I know you can't say release date or anything like that, but will this be available for all different handheld platforms? The 2DS just got announced, and we want to know if it's going to be playable for that as well.
Yeah, so the great thing about the 2DS is that it's a very good entry handheld for players that maybe are not so sure about handheld gaming just yet, but the wonderful thing about it is that 2DS does play all of the Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS titles. There's always over 2,000 titles available for Nintendo 2DS. However, if you pick up A Link Between Worlds, you only own a 2DS, you have to play the game in 2D. But if you own a 3DS, then you can see the lovely 3D graphics, which make the game really special.
Yeah. You're gonna have to check it out in 3D because it looks really, really good. Now, we got The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD coming out remastered. I got to play it at E3, and the graphics look phenomenal. I love the art style on that game. What made you guys renew that game as opposed to maybe Ocarina of Time or the Majora's Mask?
Yeah, so for The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, the great thing about that title is that, like you said, the art style is really iconic, and it actually really holds up well for remastering. I mean, 13 years ago this game came out, and we see it in HD. We have a huge line of people at PAX here playing it, which is amazing, and it can really stand up to any game released this year because the art style, the gameplay, the battling has really just held up, you know, for all these years. And really, when the game came out, I feel like it was really ahead of its time. So now that we are, you know, 13 years in the future, it seems to all work out really well, and that's a lot of the sort of elements that our developers took into consideration when they decided to remaster The Wind Waker HD.
Will we ever see a Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time remastered? Because I'm pretty sure everyone would love that and would have no problem buying that.
Lots of Zelda fans out here, I know. So the Ocarina of Time, we did remaster that for 3D, so it's on the 3DS. So if you are kind of honing for your Ocarina of Time, maybe you can, you know, play it on 3DS for a little bit. And nothing else to announce on other Zelda titles. Yeah, so.
Very unfortunate. Two of my favorite games.
You got Zelda titles coming out.
Yeah, we do. Awesome. And one thing, because I own a Wii U, and I have the big gamepad, and it's awesome, and I love it. But I'm wondering, when can I buy an additional one?
Additional gamepads.
Yeah.
Oh, so we haven't announced anything for that yet. But if you don't own a Wii U and we are standing in the Zelda Lounge and you're a Legend of Zelda fan, we do have a special Wind Waker bundle coming out. So that comes with the deluxe Wii U. It has a gamepad that is branded with Zelda graphics. It comes with a digital version of the Hyrule Historia and a code for The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD included in that bundle. So all you non-Wii U owners out there and you love Zelda, this might be the system to pick up.
And how much is that going to be retailing for?
$349.99.
And that's going to be coming out right when Legend of Zelda comes out, like for release date?
It's going to be September 20th, actually. Yep.
September 20th. Mark your calendars.
Calendars.
That's definitely a bundle to buy.
Set sale, September 20th.
All right, thank you so much, Krista.
Thank you.
And we had a pleasure talking with you. Thank you so much for showing everything around.
Great.
And sure, we'll see you around.
Yes.
All right.
See you around.
Thank you, Viso fans.